Hey guys, I'm back for vlog number 4 of my VSG vertical sleeve gastrectomy journey. Um, this is I forgot what day it is in terms of my pre-op diet, but just about a little more than a week and a half in, and I'm seeing results as I probably should. I am down 19 pounds as of today, so 19 pounds in a week and a half is not bad. That's going to be a really good way to transition into the surgery. If I do well going in, my body's prepared to face the post-op diet, which is a lot more strict. It is a very strict diet of, at least for the first week, clear liquids. So maybe some Jello, some broth, water. That's about it. Nothing else. So it's been about a week since I updated you guys. We're fully into 2021 now. The first full week of 2021 is done in the books, and oh my goodness, outside of my journey, 2021 got off to a crazy start. But we're not here to talk about that. We're not here to talk about anything related to the current goings-ons, if you will, out in the world. We're talking about the sleeve surgery, right? That's why you're here, and you want to hear my perspective, hopefully, in terms of what to expect and what goes on in the journey. So far, I've dealt with a lot of cravings still. It takes time to break those, and I'm not going to do it in the first month, the second month, the third month. This is going to be a lifetime break of those cravings in my previous, well, for the lack of better words, addiction. So it takes time to break. It takes time to mend and heal. Not just the physical surgery part, but also the mental part. So all that is still there, weighing on my mind as I continue on with this journey. So the cravings part, let's go back to that. When I'm at home, I'm fine. I don't know what it is, but I'm at home. Everything's good. I drink water, a lot of water, and I follow the rules for the surgery to a T. Again, I want to limit the complications because they're there. The possibility is there. So I want to do everything I can pre-op to avoid any unnecessary issues later on. And again, by virtue of the diet, I've lost 18 pounds. So far that's a huge boost. As I mentioned in my first video, that I need that boost going into the surgery. The toughest times for me are actually at work. Right now it's a slow time. During the winter time, late fall, winter, early spring, it's pretty quiet at work. We still got things going on, but it's not as busy as the summer months for sure. So I've got more time to think, and when I think about, oh, how good it would be to order a pizza or order tacos, or go back to eating some pasta, my favorite foods with all those bad carbs. Yes, the carbs. And so I've tried to just shove that out of my mind. In fact, there are times where I thought I was going to slip at work, where I'm like, when I get home, just this one time, but I got home and it went away. It just fizzled, just gone. So being at home, I don't know what it is. It just seems to work. Of course, at home, I'm free to, if I wanted to cheat on this diet. But for some reason, when I get home, I just don't have the desire. At work, it's all I think about. But at home, I don't know, which is weird because work should not be a trigger to want to eat for me, because I rarely eat at work. And part of the reason, I never really discussed kind of my diet and my daily routine before this, And to give you an idea, again, I work rotating shifts. So it's never always the same, if you remember that from the first vlog. Um, so because of that, I'm constantly changing. That means my meal times are constantly changing. My sleep time is constantly changing. And so I don't know why. I don't know why, I'm having these triggers at work because I usually eat very little at work. There's very rare occasions where I'll actually take in a meal to eat at work, unless it's a midnight shift. That would be a very light, small meal because when you're on a midnight shift, you don't feel like eating too much. But anyway, um, so what I've been doing is I would probably delay the first and second meal and really binge, like really pig out, if you will, on that last meal before I go to bed. Bad combination. Number one, you're eating before bed. That ruins your sleep. That also adds on to weight gain as well. So I was making all these terrible decisions in terms of when I ate and how much I ate. So fasting isn't bad. So for the first two meals, it's not bad. In fact, fasting can produce or can lead to weight loss if done correctly. However, everything in moderation. My last meal for the day, the only meal in a lot of cases, I thought to myself, well, I got to make up for two meals. So I just gorged and binged on that last meal. And then again, went to bed on it. And that contributed. I don't have a huge sweet tooth. I'm not really into dessert all that much. My biggest flaws: carbs, when I eat, how much I eat before bed, and also just the fact that, yeah, I mean, my exercise isn't where it needs to be either. Again, I work a sedentary job in an office, and so I'm not getting up to walk around, which I can. I have that opportunity. There are some times where I can do some activities outside, but unless I'm scheduled to do activities outside, I just don't do them. And that's something I'm going to have to change. Simply put, I've got to change. Why don't I do them? Because I'm constantly fatigued. I'm tired. Uh, you know, Holding this amount of weight, which my original BMI was 60, that's come down since I lost the 18 pounds. But my original BMI, that high, it takes a lot of work to lug that amount of weight around. Not to mention, like I said, my sleeping patterns at night weren't that great, so that contributed, and I just did not have the motivation. I just was too tired. Even after working an 8-hour shift at work, I would come home, and even though I was sitting the entire time, I just didn't feel like doing anything. It's like I just worked 8 hours. I'm just not in the mood. What am I gonna do? Pick up my phone, Uber Eats. That's a big flaw. Food delivery is also a big downfall for me. In my mind, I should be getting out. If I want the food, I should be able to go get it. But the food delivery services are all out there. There are multiple services out there. And it's just so much easier to pick up your phone, hit a button, and have it delivered in 15 to 30 minutes. Simply put. So I understand all this is bad, and I understand exactly how I got here. And now I understand how I'm going to proceed to fix it. The the thing about it is I have to motivate myself to do more. When I feel tired after work, I've got to do more. And even post-op, I'm going to have that fatigue because, again, you're going to be cutting the calories that you normally have by a lot. And so you're going to naturally feel tired because your body doesn't have that fuel. It doesn't have those carbs um, that I mentioned and that I so desperately love. And everyone that I know, like, I mean, carbs, it gives you that, I'm not going to say it gives you that feeling of, oh, just, but for me, it's just what I like. It's what I gravitated toward. And In fact, that was part of my addiction. And the reason why I know this is because once I deprived myself of those carbs, no pasta bread, none of that, no, not even rice, right? None of that. Once I deprived myself of that, I started getting headaches, very severe headaches. The first 3 or 4 days, I thought it was calories, maybe cutting the calories, but really I was detoxing from the carbs. I was burning off the residual carbs that I had, and I was ending up with these just massive headaches that were just terrible. And so I asked myself, like, what am I doing? I mean, it's the calorie cutting, or it has to be something. But no, it was the carb withdrawal. And now, so I've gotten through that for the most part. The headaches are gone. Hopefully, by now I should be totally detoxed and carbs, because I have been consuming very, very, very few carbs. And again, the results don't lie. The calorie cutting, lowering the carbs, that's all good. Upping the protein, that's what's recommended, and that's what I've been doing. So, other than that, I just worked my last shift. I know it's been a week since I made a vlog. Again, I've been working a lot. Again, after work, I don't really feel like doing very much. So, but at this point, we're doing great. My surgery is Monday. So that's today's Thursday, January the 7th. So that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's 3 days right there, and then my surgery. So I can't believe we're this close. Just finalizing everything, dotting the last few I's, crossing the last few T's, and here we go. So still nervous, not about anything that could possibly go wrong. Maybe a little bit regarding the possible, complications. But even that's a fairly low chance. And I'm fairly healthy, so to be where I am, I'm fairly healthy. So I'm crossing my fingers that all plays in my favor in that regard. And also, I think the main thing that I'm worried about again is the pain. Like I don't know what to expect. I've never had a major surgery like this, so I don't know what to expect. That makes me a little nervous after coming out of anesthesia, and just wondering what it's going to be like. Some folks handle it well, some folks don't, and so as I've mentioned before, I'm a bit of a crybaby when it comes to pain. I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to mince words. It is what it is, and that makes me nervous. But that's only temporary. That'll go away. I will heal, hopefully faster. I want to heal very fast, as anyone would. So hopefully that's not going to be too much of a pain. So, but yeah, everyone that I've spoken to that's had the procedure, they said that that's just a small part of it, and that they wouldn't change. They wouldn't go, if they had to do it again, they would do it. And so that really helps. That helps me in deciding that this is the right choice. This is the right choice to essentially save my life. And that is the goal. I want to extend my life. So many more years could be added on here, and that is the most important part. I want to be around for a very, very long time. I've got so much more to do, and I'm not ready to accept that I'm middle age. Not at 33. I'm not ready to accept it. So that's why we're here. And so that's all I have. Again, one more thing. Shout out to my coworkers if you're watching this. Thank you for your love and your support. I really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Everyone's checking on me. Everyone's making sure I'm staying on my diet, making sure that I'm following the doctor's orders. And that really helps to know that they care, so that I can progress on and continue on this journey safely, and that they had my back, and that really does mean a lot. It really does. So thank you guys. Thank you to my friends, family, what have you. Sending good vibes. If you're sending good vibes to me, I'm sending good vibes to you. We got good vibes going all over the place. All right, guys. All right, I'm gonna end it now. You guys have a good one, and I don't know when I'll see you next. Maybe it could be the day before, maybe the day of, maybe the day after. But at some point, I will be back for another vlog to discuss, what's going on. All right, guys. Bye.